All right, it is Sunday, March 31st, 2024. This is build log number 1 for Merge Masters 2024. I have my project here. Here it is. So, obviously this is build log 1, so I'm just starting out. I haven't even touched it. So the plan is to merge the Raven somewhere here-ish, so it lines up with the barrel along here, and then the top rails line up. And the rest of about here off is going to get chopped off somehow and somehow merged here. And then I would like to cut off all this half, kind of merge this in here. That'd be nice. See what I can do there. And this is just part 1. I'm going to try to, maybe if I get some more time, I think the front gun would be nice to just kind of chop off the front half and make it look more nice. I've always liked the look of this, but it's just not quite right. I like it, just seems too chopped off here, just for this. But for now, we're gonna try to just do some minor cutting and maybe see how things fit. And here's the process for this. So talk to you soon. All right, so as I mentioned, part 1, I'm gonna have to actually take some screwdrivers and take the shells apart, and then I can kind of get a better, clear idea of what I'm gonna do here. Also should mention, I'm going to use the fix-it stick to put them together at that point. We'll see how this goes. I've never actually done this before, but I've heard that it's a good solution to use, so. Alright, I might be doing this in the wrong order, but I got the Raven apart. Promise it's part, okay, yep. And the only thing is that this part looked like it was a little bit solvent welded, so I had to use a little Lego thing, just kind of pry it up a little bit right there. I'm sure Captain Xavier does a bunch of videos on that. But there's also 17 screws, and I've labeled them and put them in a Ziploc bag. I have a metal thing here, so there's a tip. Get little baggies, and you won't lose any of the screws. They all seem to be the same size, so that's nice. But yeah, there's not going to be a whole lot I'm going to do with this half. It's mostly the long shot that I'm going to have to start taking apart next and really figuring out where to cut and everything. So yeah, there's progress update. So I finally have this thing to go apart. It was kind of a lot, honestly. Just because the screws here were so freaking rusty that I had to be really careful not to strip anything. Luckily, nothing happened like that. I got it apart, time traveling a little bit here because I already have some lines cut out, but yeah, that was kind of a pain to get through, but it finally came apart really nice after I got all the screws out. But yeah, wow, like right here, kind of stick those two kind of together somehow. Just kind of, I can kind of see it in my head. I don't know if it's coming across, but kind of that's what I'm going to try to do. We'll see how that ends up, and I'm kind of liking how this is ending up. If I'll kind of figure out which half I kind of keep, but so yeah, hopefully that's what we're thinking. Alright, as much as I hate having masks and glasses, safety glasses, I'm gonna start cutting up this thing here. So the plan is to chop off this half here, and then to cut it, I don't know, just kind of here-ish for now, and then cut off this little bit right here, just so I can kind of see what I'm working with a little bit. So we're going to try that for now. Alright. Man, I have always wanted to do that since I saw Coop first cut that thing off. Just yeah, that's looking good. Looking good. Yeah! There, now it's at half. Perfect. Excellent. Okay, but seriously, that was a lot. I had to use a Dremel. I mean, I could have used a hacksaw, but that was taking way too long. So, made a cut. We'll see how it actually lines up. Actually, don't know. Yeah, okay. I'm liking how this is looking so far. Let's line this all up. Yeah, something like this. That fits in there pretty well, actually. But kind of giving some like Aliens Pulse Rival vibes right now. I like this though. This is looking good so far. I know I'm barely even started, but this is cool. Alright, I think I'm running out of steam here tonight, but so here's what we have so far. So these are starting to fit together. I think I still need to do a little bit more work up here. It's not quite lining up. I think this is trying to split too much, like upwards, because it's not fitting. So I think I'm gonna have to cut more in this groove here to make that all align, but it's looking good so far. As long as the barrel is all together, it should eventually work. But yeah, here's what we have so far. So that's exciting. And then eventually this will hopefully nestle somewhere in here, make that whole profile go together nicely. So yeah, here's what we have. So thanks for joining me for this. Hopefully there'll be a part 2 and I'll actually get this thing finished. Sweet. Just figured. I started at about, what was it, like 9:30, 10 o'clock, and it is currently almost 1 o'clock. So stuff takes a while. I gotta quit.